Welcome to Millennial Milkshake, the podcast where three tongue painters revisit, re-experience, and review anything and everything from our childhood. My name's Colin O'Connell. I was born in 1994.
My name's Josh Sicali. I was born in 1995.
And my name's Michelle Potter. I was born in 1997.
And Michelle and Josh, have you ever wanted like a lollipop, but also an accessory to wear on your finger at the same time?
At least once a week.
Yeah. Well, good news, because they have a product called Blow Pops. I'm sorry, they're not called Blow Pops. They're called Ring Pops, and we are reviewing them today. Josh, Michelle, any personal connections with Ring Pops?
I always thought Ring Pops were pretty cool. They're still kind of cool. But I always hated and still do like how the flavors would change your mouth colors. Just like have a big thing about that. But I do remember like, you know, you go to an arcade and Ring Pops would be like an option to redeem your tickets for. And like, that was always very exciting. And they were also like always a lot of tickets. I don't know if you guys recall this, but like, you know how you could get like a Tootsie Roll for 5 tickets or something like that. And then you get a Ring Pop for like 150. Like, what was that? Ridiculous. But it was worth it. It was worth it because it was such a pleasant experience, even with like your bright blue mouth when you were done.
So yeah, I mean, Michelle, I think they were a lot more expensive because they just lasted so long as you didn't bite into it. And you know, I mean, you're not just buying a lollipop, you're buying a piece of jewelry. So it's going to cost you a little bit to be able to wear that,
right.
Wear that bling bling. And you know what? I gotta say this. Because Michelle, you've said it, and I've heard other people say it. I never minded the colored tongue or the colored mouth. I actually kind of liked it. But it seems like pretty like common that a lot of people actually like will not eat something if it colors their mouth.
Yeah, I don't know like what it is. Even as like a kid, maybe not as like a really little kid, but probably like, I don't know, 10 or older. I just like couldn't stand how because it would take so long also for your mouth to go back to being a normal color. So it was terrible. I don't know. It's not even like a huge deal. It just like gets on my nerves enough for me to avoid it.
And what's the worst part about it? Is it the tongue, the teeth, or the lips?
Ooh, that's a great question. I think
it's got to be the teeth, right? I mean,
it's got to be the teeth or the lips, because like when it's really bad on your lips, you look ridiculous even like when you're not doing anything.
I think it's great.
Like you could hide. The teeth though, that's real. That's intense. That is an intense, flavorful, colorful candy. Yeah, the teeth are probably the worst. And also I just remember like brushing intensely, like trying to get it, like the color out. And it still would never all the way come out. Like it would take a full day or like however long. Such a long amount of time.
Yeah, I actually think anytime I had a lollipop, I would actually purposely paint my lips with it. You know, everything I could, because I actually liked. I thought the coloring was fun.
No, I definitely remember doing that also at one point. But then I don't know. I just stopped. But yeah, it was fun to like paint your lips with like that color.
Yeah, especially
that was fun.
The blue was the most extreme color.
Oh, so extreme.
Colin.
Yeah, I'm here too.
How was your experience with Ring Pops growing up?
I would say not very strong, like really one way or another. I like they were there, but they were never really a candy. They almost felt like the candy where you buy in for the gimmick of it, and then once you try it, it's like, well, these aren't very good. Like there are better lollipops on the market than this, right? And then you kind of like lie to yourself later, like, oh, Ring Pops. Now I'm excited for Ring Pops again because they look so cool. And then you try them again, you're like, oh yeah, now I know why I don't eat them, you know, with any sort of regularity. I don't mind the coloring of the lips and mouth. I just can't do the stickiness on the lips. For me, that's a tough thing for me to get by, you know.
Really?
Yeah, I just don't like my lips to be sticky, I guess.
I feel like that's an easy fix though. You just lick them and then it's good. For me, it's the fingers.
But yeah, Oh, that's true. I don't really like to be sticky in general, but the lips, you try to lick them, and then I feel like it doesn't really do the full job. You know, like there's still some residue stickiness, and like you're licking them and you're licking, and then you just kind of have that like ring of like red on like the bot, like underneath your lip at a certain point, and you're like, oh, it's so gross. So I guess I wasn't a huge lollipop guy other than like blow pops and like Tootsie Pops and stuff, you know? Trying to think of other lollipops I really had regularly. I guess Dum Dums, but do those even count?
Oh yeah, they're just mini.
They're little guys. So yeah, I don't have very strong connections to the ring pop.
That's interesting because I mean I always remembered loving them. You know, and they were fun to wear. You know, they don't beat lollipops just because you know the lollipop on the stick. That's just overall. That's just it's always nice. But yeah, the ring pops were fun. Just not when they got overly sticky on your fingers, which it was unavoidable.
Well, that's an interesting thing because I don't remember if you remember like Juicy Drop Pops, like that's like sticky central because you drop like the juice.
That.
You drop like the juice on the lollipop. No.
Oh wait.
Yeah.
Oh wait. Yeah. Didn't it have like the little like swirl where you could like.
Yeah.
Oh, I loved those.
But that's got to be sticky central for like an uncoordinated kid. Like it's got to be all over your shirt, all over your pants.
Would you drop that like juice on the lollipop?
Probably like once, and then I figured, well, what's the point of this? Like,
yeah,
this is just making a
eat
mess.
them separate.
Yeah, you just drink it. Yeah, you just down that juice. And then there were baby bottle pops, which I never had.
So I mean, that could be something Are we gonna do baby bottle pops? Wait, you never had them?
I always remember the commercials. I don't remember having them, but like I remember having ring pops every now and then, and like push pops and stuff like that. Like that's a memory. Like, you know, I remember having them.
Oh, I think baby bottle pops were like my favorite out of like those, like the ring pops and the push pops. Yeah.
Ooh.
Because they all kind of feel like, because they're not like the traditional lollipops, so they all kind of feel like in a similar vein. You know, they're all kind of gimmicky. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah. Yeah, definitely. I do like a good push pop though. At least you can close it back up. That's the nice thing.
I do remember liking the push pop, but again, it would never be like my go-to lolly. They all have like that crystallized version of like the lollipop almost, you know, where it kind of looks like glass.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, and it feels like it has a specific flavor association with it. You know, like it's not like a real lollipop. It's hard to explain.
They're a little bit more like chemically induced, I think.
It feels like that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like even all right, well, we can just get into lollipops in general. Even like those long, you know, those really long, really colorful ones. Like those get so sticky.
Those are the worst. They do not taste good. I don't know if you guys ever liked them, but oh my god,
It's got too sticky around the lips.
It's not even that. The taste is so bad. I don't even know what flavor it is.
I don't know what flavor it is either. It was just like the how cool it looked.
Yeah.
It looked like professional, and that was the whole appeal. It didn't taste like good.
Yep. It was the greatest trick I've ever seen anything like from candy. It had like the best
the greatest
look
trick
ever.
candy ever pulled.
Yep, because they knew everyone knows they don't taste good, but you bought them because of how they looked. And even like the texture, like it had like the grooves for the swirl. Mm-hmm. I think, right? Or did it not? No, or was it flat? I think some did and some didn't.
I made a mistake. I looked up those lollipops, and I don't know why Google thought I would be interested in this. But on the top, like you know how Google has like the buy like something suggestion, and like Google Images on the top, the Rainbow Cum Pop, which is it's in the shape of a dick, and it has like little like white squiggles over it, and it's rainbow, and it says lick and suck your way into sweet erotic bliss.
Wow.
So I don't sweet fruity
flavor. I wonder
flavor.
what the flavor is. Oh, sweet. Okay.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Pecker shaped cum covered lollipop.
Wow.
I guess it's because I must have safe search off, because there's no way, like, if a kid's, like, Googling, big lollipop, like, they can't allow that to come up, right?
The kid Google searches big lollipop.
Well, because there's
Oh,
like
that's
the
funny.
long lollipops, and then there's like the big flat circle lollipop too.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Like I feel like that's
Yeah.
the classic lollipop look. But how do you?
Yeah,
do
definitely.
people really like eat those whole things?
I can't even imagine an adult.
Oh no,
I did.
as a kid,
I
right?
did.
But as an adult, come on, that's way too much.
I
sugar,
remember.
right?
I remember getting one of those. I remember finally getting one of those swirly pops, and I was so excited. And I licked it, and I was like, "This is disgusting." And you know what I did? I ate the whole thing because I was so upset. Like I was like, "This isn't like my world was rocked." I was like, "I'm finishing this, whether I like it or not," because I could not throw it out. I was like, I would have been too upset. I was already upset. I didn't want to upset myself even more.
Well, this is interesting. What is your favorite like lollipop in general?
It's not a Tootsie Pop. It's none of those.
Okay.
I will say that.
It's not like the medicine, like you go to the doctor's office and you get those flat ones, right?
No.
Yeah.
Oh God. Oh no. Never. I'm trying to think. Like, I mean, I guess a blow pop, and my favorite was always the sour apple blow pop. That was always my number one. And as I got older, I started really disliking the flavor of like green apple or sour apple in general, with the exception of like a few candies, and one of them being the sour apple blow pop. Yeah, I definitely don't like green apple. And I don't know, like, is there a difference between sour apple and green apple besides it being sour?
I don't. Normally, it's like sour green apple, isn't it? Like sour apple's always
Yeah.
green.
Yeah. So it's always So I don't know like what happened to me. I started hating green apple. Like when they replaced the green Skittle from lime to green apple, I
yeah,
was
no.
I was devastated.
I like green
Yeah, I was-
apple, but yeah, that's not right.
Yeah, I wish I liked green apple because it is like pretty popular, but I can't do it anymore. But I could probably still have a sour apple blow pop.
Michelle,
I know you guys are going to give me a lot of hate for this.
Oh no.
but
is
let
it
me
the
just
doctor? Is it
preface
the
it.
doctor lollipop? Is that what you're about to say? The doctor's
what?
office
No.
lollipop?
I already
You mean the dum-dums? Oh, you mean
the flats?
like the ones from the bank?
Yeah.
Oh,
With the-
that's
with, like, the
interesting
clear-
that you bring that up because I wasn't even thinking about that, but those are good.
Oh my god.
Those are the worst.
No, Colin, I already know what she's gonna say.
Okay.
I already know
Listen,
which one
yeah,
it is.
I know.
Okay.
But hold on, before you let me just
Oh god damn it! I
never
know what it
really-
is.
I didn't like super love lollipops. Like I didn't like I always associated like lollipops and like ring pops especially with like a special occasion. Like lollipop, you go to the doctor, you go to the bank, and then ring pops, it was like strictly an arcade food. But Tootsie Pops, I feel like we had at school and like more often at birthday parties and sometimes on like, I don't know, just a normal day. And the only one I ever really liked, like that actually enjoyed, was the chocolate Tootsie Pop.
That is so like disrespectful
I know.
to
It is.
the name of
You're not
lollipop.
wrong. Yeah. You're right. You're right. I don't know. I think I just liked chocolate things more. And also like a lot of the like chocolate candy there was when I was a kid, I was allergic to because I'm allergic to nuts. So that was the one that I could have. So I was always like excited about that one, I feel like.
Michelle, I bet you like a chocolate Twizzler.
Oh no.
Yeah, those are
No,
gross.
that's gross. That's gross.
Horrible. But
Yeah.
I will say this. I did like Tootsie Pops. However, I didn't really get excited about them because I knew what was waiting for me at the end, and it was a Tootsie Roll. And I just never really cared for Tootsie Rolls. It was such a disappointing ending to a delicious lollipop. And the gum was just much better, I thought.
No. I love Tootsie Roll.
The thing is, though, Tootsie Rolls, I mean, it's so, like, overshadowed by the flavored Tootsie Rolls, in my opinion. And we can save that for another day, but...
Oh yeah, that vanilla Tootsie Roll is A+.
See...
I like those.
Oh, man. The vanillas are good, but I'm just a fruity guy, I guess.
I like the vanilla. I take the vanilla and I take the orange and I pop them both in. It's like a little orange creamsicle.
That's pretty good at it. I don't think I've had that. I like the lemon and the lime. Those are solid.
Yeah, I don't think I'm a fruity candy kind of person. I feel like I appreciate them more now, maybe, but they
That's
were just like
interesting.
always
Ooh.
my last sort of choice.
So
That's really interesting, actually.
I know. I don't know. Yeah, but like the vanilla one was my favorite. Chocolate Tootsie Pop. Just like avoided all the rest of them.
I know the vanilla was always I know is my mom's favorite, and I think it might have been. I know my dad liked all of them, I think. So, but I know my mom like only ate the vanilla. But yeah, I liked the fruity ones more. But yeah, regular Tootsie Rolls just don't do it for me. I ate it, but didn't like it.
So while you guys were talking about your favorite, because my initial favorite lollipop went in my head, I was like, oh, I like the Jolly Rancher lollipops. Those are banging. But I remember there are these. I just sent it in the group chat. The original Gourmet lollipops, I guess they're called. I couldn't think of the name of what they're called.
Yep.
Those were definitely
You guys.
hands down my favorite. They were so, like, the shape was perfect every time.
It was a perfect lollipop.
It is like
So
the perfect.
clean.
It's so clean. I was trying to think. Because I couldn't even think of like what do they look like, because I thought I remember like a swirl, but when I was looking them up, it was just giving me like the big swirl ones. But no, it's these original Gourmet lollipops. They're so good.
You guys, I probably gonna give me shit for this too, but there's a chocolate flavor of this one. It's
probably the worst one.
It's mint chocolate.
Oh no,
It's
I
a
have
mint
had
chocolate.
that. That's not
and
bad.
it's real good.
Yeah,
I've never had that.
That's not that bad.
So I will say this, Colin.
yeah.
When we were talking about lollipops, I was picturing this. I was like, "What's that? What's the one that's like a perfect sphere?" Mm-hmm. And I was like, in my head, all I could think of was that cotton candy one, which I despise.
Right.
But I will say this: these are the best lollipops you'll ever have.
The strawberry banana is my favorite.
I've never had that one, but it
Oh.
looks good.
I like that.
I haven't had a lot of these flavors. As long as you don't get like the bubble gum, you're good.
Oh,
Yeah, bubblegum's like just eat bubblegum at that point. Like there's a problem.
Yeah.
Like I feel like things can't really replicate the bubblegum flavor as well as just bubblegum, you know?
I don't
It's
know.
kind of
what
like
it is.
birthday cake, you know? Like I don't like birthday cake flavored
Yeah.
things.
I also had so many bubblegum flavored medicines as a child
yeah.
that it's just ruined forever.
Yeah. That's kind of why grape is
yeah.
ruined for me too.
Ugh. And cherry.
Cherry. So
I've overcome cherry, but I kind of like cherry flavored things now, but I get it.
it depends what I could do some cherry things, but like sometimes it just tastes like the medicine. And
Yeah.
I remember having both cherry and bubblegum liquid medicine, and that, oh my god, the bubblegum medicine was the thickest thing I would ever drink. It was so like, and oh man, that just made it so hard to.
And it was so pink. It was just this bright pink. And I could
Yep.
I could taste how thick it was.
Yeah, before even drinking it, like looking at it, you were like, this is not going to go well. Like, it was, I mean, you just never saw, the bottom of that little cup. It was just,
Oh no.
Oh yeah.
It wasn't.
It would
Yeah.
just like it'd be like a thick layer that just stuck to it.
it was like, it honestly was
It's
like,
like grainy too.
it was like if you dipped your
Yeah.
finger in it, it would be the same thing as dipping your finger in warm candle wax. It would just like, just stay on your finger in that one
Yes.
place. That's what it felt like.
Yeah, they're pretty gross. Almost as gross as a chocolate Tootsie Pop.
Almost.
But let's try and circle back to these ring pops.
Right.
I know we have. Do we want to learn a little bit, or do we want to learn a little bit? I don't know.
I think we want to learn a little bit. Out
Okay,
of those
Michelle.
two options, I'm going to go with learn a little. So,
I also vote to learn a little bit
yeah, I think that's a good choice.
Cool. Me too.
from the as she said, quote, the better teacher.
You guys, that's not what I meant.
Michelle, that's gonna haunt you the rest of your days.
I'm going to have a nightmare about it tonight. You think I'm joking, but I'm not.
Michelle, that's gonna haunt you more than the day you insulted me at Regal, and I'm not even gonna go into it.
Josh, you genuinely, you know that it will. You know that it will. Like, you're not even joking. You know that's going to happen. Just to clarify, if you listened,
Nope. Cutting it out. Don't do it.
I'm a nice
Don't.
person.
I'm
okay?
cutting this all.
I
Cutting
would
this. I'm
never
cutting your explanation
say.
from the pop quiz episode. I'm cutting it all.
So
Colin,
is
you're
gonna.
a great teacher.
This is
You're
getting cut.
Great.
This is getting cut.
It's
I'm gonna
fine.
edit it. So I'm gonna edit it so that it sounds like you're saying like that I'm a bad teacher.
whatever.
Yeah, actually,
okay.
Michelle, the more you talk, the more you're
The more ammo I
incriminating
have.
yourself.
The more you talk, the more you know.
I'll deal with it in my nightmares.
All right, just shit all over my transition, I guess. Jesus Christ. I gave you an out.
So, okay. Forget that. I'm the teacher now.
Look at me. I'm the teacher now.
Okay. Super brief history. We don't have a lot to go over in class today. So Ring Pops, it's a brand from manufactured by Tops, and they were invented in the 1970s, late 1970s, by a man named Frank Richards, who was a product engineer at Tops Company. And he actually invented Ring Pops because he wanted his daughter to stop sucking her thumb. Like, that's a big habit that children do, and he wanted to help her to stop doing that. So he invented the Ring Pop as a treat to eliminate her thumb sucking habit, which I thought was super interesting. So Ring Pop wasn't like the first piece of candy jewelry. I mean, there's several, but I think some of the first were like candy necklaces and candy bracelets, which are still around. And those were released in like 58, and Ring Pop came out a little while after that. And the debut of Ring Pops on television was in the early 80s, and it caught a lot of children's attention with its memorable theme song and the famous phrase, "It's a lollipop without a stick, a ring of flavor you can lick." So that's, and the commercial, I don't know if you guys have seen it, but probably not. But in the commercial, there's a kid proposing to a girl with the Ring Pop, which is like a huge thing. I remember as a kid. We'll talk about that. But yeah, so the candy Ring Pop originally was available in only 2 flavors, cherry and grape, so medicine flavors.
Yeah, right.
But over time, you know, they have a ton of different flavors now. Blue raspberry, strawberry, watermelon, lime, and apple. And they also have Ring Pop Sours, which came in a bunch of different flavors. I think those came out first in the 80s. They also released Ring Pops Twisted, which you can still get today as well, which is like a mix of 2 different flavors. And I think most recently, in 2013, they came out with Ring Pop Gummies, which is like an alternative to the hard candy, which is interesting. And then they have like special edition Ring Pops for holidays. Like I think there was an Easter one that instead of a gem, it was like a bunny. And Ring Pop Tongue Painters, which is it's interesting because Ring Pops are already sort of tongue painters, but they came out with another Ring Pop specifically called tongue painters. So I guess those had to have been like extremely dyed with that color. I don't know. In 2011, Bazooka, which is a division of Tops, released Ring Pops encrusted with Swarovski crystals and colored with Maverick Blue to the Dallas Mavericks for their winning of the 2011 NBA Finals, which is so random.
Does like Mark Cuban own a stake of Tops or something?
Probably.
That might be why, like legitimately. I want to look that up.
So they did that. And then the last little fun fact I found is that they claim that Ring Pops is one of their best-selling candies, specifically amongst the Orthodox Union, because it is one of the few candies that are kosher. The more you know.
I looked up Mark Cuban Tops. I don't think he does, but I found a a Mark Cuban trading card, mint condition, on eBay. How much do you think the asking price for that is? The starting prices for that.
$2.
It is. Is it signed? It is signed.
$3.
Okay.
$5,432.
Okay. So are we going Prices Right rules? Because then Josh wins. If we're going by who's the closest, I think Josh still wins.
What is it?
$1,499.99. They are going to bang you for that extra $10 for the shipping, though. So be careful if you're going to buy that.
Wow, I didn't think I would win that one.
I mean, somehow, with a guess of $3, both Prices Right rules and other rules, you were closer. You were the closest. Even though it doesn't feel like you, like it wasn't in the spirit of it. Michelle's answer felt more like in the spirit.
Oh, man. That just goes to show.
You win
It
this
doesn't. It
round.
doesn't really matter. It doesn't matter how much spirit you have.
If there's anything this show has taught us, it doesn't matter how much spirit you have. So now that we're done with those bullshit facts, we get down to the real ones, the ones that are really going to teach people reality, real life. It's time for Apple Facts. Josh, would you like to take us away?
I got you guys. We're going to do Ring Pop Apple Facts. Apple Fact number 1. In the early 2000s, Topps ran a series of ads with their very own Ring Pop mascot, Ring Job. Of course, this mascot didn't last long, but not for the reason you think. You see, Ring Job's whole thing was that he would go around and steal actual jewelry from people and replace them with ring pops. Cute, right? The only problem is, the actor who played Ring Job took it a little too far and started actually stealing precious jewels and replacing them with ring pops. The Graph Pink, ring pop. Hope Diamond, ring pop. The Crown Jewels, all ring pops. The Infinity Gauntlet, all ring pops. If you have any knowledge of the whereabouts of the actor, please contact the authorities. He goes by Tugboat McGuire and has a bad attitude.
Can you imagine if we get Tugboat on this podcast? That's my goal. I need Tugboat McGuire to be on this podcast, and we refer to him only as Tugboat McGuire from now on.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just thinking about the Infinity Stones as ring jewels, ring pops. All right. Apple fact number 2. Have you ever seen a grown man take several hours to eat at least 6 ring pops before? I have. His name was Josh Sakali, and he literally left a room for several hours and came back to finish off a bevy of ring pops. Imagine leaving a room, going to play one-on-one basketball, then returning to finish off a collection of ring pops. I'm not sure if this makes him a prince or a pauper, but if you could only have seen this man sucking on those little nubbins until approximately 1 o'clock in the morning, your life would have been changed too. So I am here for all of you wonderful people to dedicate myself to these topics. And just as Colin did with the Pop-Tarts,
How many did you have?
well, it was a good, I think it was like 6, it was at least 6.
Yeah.
I'm going to look at my, what was it, Bill Russell picture?
Oh, right. We'll have to put that on the Instagram.
Yeah. So I think there are 6 on my fingers. Yeah, 3 on each. Should I list the flavors that I had on my fingers?
Absolutely.
We had the cherry, the sour cherry, the watermelon, the strawberry, the twisted berry blast, and the blue raspberry. Honestly, it felt like more.
It looked like more.
But
like from our perspective, it looked like you had an entire bag of ring pops.
Yeah, I mean, it was like I had them on my fingers. I had them lined up on the table, and I would just pick and choose, which one I would suck on a little bit as we were playing board games and stuff. And
The dedication was
It took so long.
unbelievable.
I don't know if you finished them before I left.
To throw the
Did
ring
you?
pops.
I don't.
Yeah.
Did I leave before you finished them?
Yeah, you did.
That's insane.
So yeah, it's all for you guys. Apple fact number 3: ring pops have been around for so long, you just know they have some discontinued flavors. Flavors such as regrettable red raspberry, sizzling sorrowful sour strawberry. Get out of my goddamn mouth, green apple. Deliciously disappointing dejection dragon fruit. Oh man. Terrifyingly terrible tropical twist. And that's 19 points for me on the categories board. Boys, beat that, homie.
Boys.
That was fun. Apple
What
fact.
a great game. I'm sorry to interrupt. What a great game.
Oh,
What, categories?
It's the best.
Yeah.
It's my favorite.
It's so stressful.
Yeah, it is wonderful. I can't wait to talk about it.
Oh, yeah.
Apple fact number 4. There's a subreddit called Ring Pop Cult. I was gonna say that's a dumb idea, but I can think of an even dumber cult. The cult that all of the Charmin bears seem to be in, where they are obsessed with shitting. Like, who gets that excited over toilet paper? So many countries don't even use it. Is there a French counterpart to the Charmin bears known as the bidet cats? They go around squirting water up their ass and go... I might need help with this, Colin.
C'était magnifique.
I don't think so. And honestly, this fact got away from me, so on to the last one. And Colin, remind me, did you...
What?
Wait, what was it?
You pronounce Charmin really weird.
Charmin?
Charmin.
It's Charmin. Charmin. The Charmin bears.
Oh,
Charmin.
Yeah. The
Wow.
Charmin. Yeah.
it is Charmin, isn't it?
Yeah, there's the blue ones and the red ones, and they just fucking love to shit. Like, that's
As
their
I was reading
defining
it-
character arc.
Yep. As I was reading it, I wasn't even thinking of, like, the... Wow, I literally said Charmin. Charmin, Josh.
Yeah.
Why is it spelled like that if they're going to pronounce it like that?
Yeah. What's wrong with them?
Like put an S there. All right, don't be tricking me. Wait, Colin, did you take French?
Yeah.
You did.
Yeah. I'm sorry. We.
There you go.
Wow.
I know
That's
so much.
impressive.
Ask me anything in French, I can tell you what it like ask me to translate anything in French. Anything
Ring
to
pop.
French. It is le ring pop. So, that's actually completely accurate.
Wow.
I think that's in line with my skills of speaking Italian, so I'm glad we can move on to apple fact number 5.
Yep.
If you get into a fight with a diabetic, ring pops are 20% more effective than brass knuckles.
Nice
solid.
little quick one at the end.
Well, guys, what was your favorite apple fact? Was it perhaps number 2 when Josh ate the 6 ring pops?
It was.
My favorite reality moment.
And
Did you
yeah,
finish?
it's not
did
the...
you finish them? Well, you didn't finish the one.
No, I just finished 2 of them.
Okay.
I could not finish one of them, and we will talk about that in a few minutes.
Should we just talk about it now?
Yeah,
We
okay.
should talk about it
so
now.
Yeah.
I did not and could not finish the sour cherry ring pop. Let me tell you guys, I'm excited to review these and give you my ratings for all 6 of these. The sour cherry was so unbelievably terrible. I was shocked because I tasted the cherry and wasn't good, but the sour cherry wasn't even, there wasn't cherry. There was no cherry. It was strictly taking the scenario of brushing your teeth and having something sweet, and that's what it was, on top of 1,000 chemicals. Or cleaning products, whatever. It just tasted like all of that. There was no fruitiness, there was no cherry, and I don't even like cherry, but I wish I had cherry medicine as opposed to that. It was disgusting. And Michelle, I made you try it, and Colin had one, and I don't think he tasted it at first, but I think he tasted it after I said that.
Well, we should go over what your ring pop looked like when you opened it, because it looked
Yeah.
way
that's
different than
right.
what I did. What it looked like for me. Mine looked like a normal ass ring pop.
Yeah, so I opened this thing, and this shit had goo that was about a foot long. It was like, it wasn't even solid. It was like, it was all distorted and gooey, and it had like just a string of goo. So
Yeah, it
no one
looked
knows
like it
what
had like
happened to
melted
this.
almost.
Yeah, it was so gross.
But yeah, and that's the thing. That was the only one that was like that. No other, like,
Yeah, I think you just got like a bad one. Like I think you got poisoned by the dollar store.
I might have been.
Yeah, genuinely, yeah, because I tried it too, and not exaggerating, it tasted like poison. And like Josh said, like when you brush your teeth and you have like an orange or something, like, oh my God, it was awful. There was nothing that could have been good about it.
Yep.
Like there honestly had to have been something wrong because it was that bad.
It put Captain America's shield on every sweet receptor in my mouth. It was so bad. So, what do you have? When you have a ring pop that's not sweet, you get that, I guess. So,
Ugh.
that was the sour cherry.
Yeah, mine was okay. I have like when you like, I think you put it in my brain. It's like, oh, it tastes kind of. I was like, oh yeah, I guess I kind of taste it, and I guess it does kind of have like a weird aftertaste, but I don't know, man. I definitely did not taste like what you had.
Yeah, no, it was painful.
Like what the faces you were making, you were stunned. You were both stunned.
And you guys know I'm pretty easy when it comes to food. I'm not too picky. I mean, when we talked about cereal, I said there's maybe 2 cereals I don't like. I literally like almost every single cereal. So I'm not a picky man, but this was pain.
Mm-hmm.
So
it was pain. It was pain.
Yep.
You're right.
It was pain. It was paint.
So, yeah, I'm gonna pull up some of my notes.
Sorry. You guys just ate paint. I forgot to tell you that. I just painted a ring pop and gave it to you.
Well, let me tell you, Colin, paint would have been better, I assume.
Probably. Yep.
It's absolutely gross. And, I can transition into like the regular cherry. Quick note, it tasted like it tasted like fruit punch Kool-Aid, which, that'll be another day, but it was like most cherry things for me. It wasn't great. Didn't care for it. It was second worst for me. I don't know if you guys had the regular cherry.
Yeah,
I think I tried the cherry.
It was fine. It wasn't great.
Yeah.
It was very...
I did not like it at all.
Oh.
Not good for me. Yeah.
Interesting. This could be an interesting scoring system. What's happening now?
I have them all prepared, so I am very excited.
Okay.
If anyone wants to take another flavor, feel free. I can talk about all the flavors whenever you guys need.
Yeah, I had 4. I had sour cherry, watermelon, strawberry. I did not finish them all. I just tasted. I sucked on the sour cherry for a little bit longer, but I kind of just got a couple quick licks and sucks in the other flavors. And I feel bad because I'm always like you have to have like a specific opinion on something. Like you have to. I don't know what to do. They're all very similar to me. They all have that same fake chemical taste to me, and they are flavored differently. I don't know how to distinguish any of these flavors in like terms of quality. I guess the strawberry one was okay, a little bit better. I don't know. So I don't know what to say. This is like a first. I don't have anything to say.
That's okay. Michelle and I can take it from here.
Yeah.
If you need.
I'm gonna go get a quick. Gonna take a piss. Gonna go do my taxes. Gonna go.
Yeah. I also like just briefly tried all of them. I didn't really like finish any of them. I just tried them very briefly. The strawberry one was fine. It was fine. It smelled weird. I don't know if you smelled them, but they smelled strange. Like they didn't smell like candy. Do you remember this, Josh?
I don't remember. It was like very faint. It wasn't like too strong of a smell from what I remember.
Yeah, it wasn't like a sweet candy smell. It was like a weird, very strange. Yeah, I didn't really like the strawberry one. It was fine, but I didn't like it. The watermelon one was like less intense of a flavor than the strawberry one was, and I feel like that one was sort of like, I don't know. It felt like more classic, even though I feel like strawberry is more of a classic. I don't know. I just liked that one a little more, but I still didn't like it.
Yeah, these were tough. Like, so the strawberry, I'm usually a big fan of strawberry, and I have one simple note on here, and it's usually like strawberry, but that's it. The strawberry was disappointing. Yeah. I actually have the watermelon a little higher than the strawberry, which is unusual for me. Watermelon is usually not my top flavor, unless we're talking Sour Patch watermelon.
Yeah.
Oh, those are good.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Those hit different, and they don't like. I'm actually gonna go. I'm not even gonna go down the rabbit hole of Sour Patch because I could be here all day. So.
Yeah.
We should definitely review Sour Patch Kids.
Oh, we will.
Oh, for sure.
Okay.
We definitely will. Watermelon. It had a great color. That green is really pops. But it was just fine. That's all I wrote about watermelon. It was just fine.
Yeah. And then the blue raspberry, again, I tried like I tried a tiny bit of it. I actually like thought I would like this one more because I feel like I really liked blue raspberry things at one point as a kid. But that one was also pretty bad. It also tasted like, they all sort of tasted chemically, but that one tasted more so chemically than the other ones. I don't know if blue raspberry is just more of an intense flavor, but that was on the low end of my list. What did you think?
So that's fair, Michelle. I totally get where you're coming from. The first 100 licks. Now, I was excited to talk about the blue raspberry and the twisted berry blast. So,
yes,
the first one I had was the twisted berry blast because I will say this: it is the absolute best looking, and
Yeah,
you know
that looked really good.
It looked phenomenal. It has that like. It's kind of like the opaque Scooby snacks. It had like a very solid. It wasn't like that gel looking.
Mm-hmm.
Which
was
we will
nice.
definitely we will do those another time. We definitely will.
Well, you said Scooby snacks. They're the Scooby fruit snacks, but do you remember like the graham cracker bones that they had too?
Oh yeah, I meant Scooby fruit snacks, but I do remember those too.
Yeah, those are good. As much as I shit on Scooby Doo, they got some pretty good snacks.
Maybe we'll do a Scooby Doo snack episode.
Yeah.
But yeah, so
We
the
won't
twisted
review
berry blast.
pup named Scooby Doo ever. I'm gonna keep getting vetoed on that, I think.
So yeah, this gorgeous looking ring pop was at first the best. However, it had a weird taste, and you know, I'll take you through my journey of scores here. It started quite low. They were all quite low. However, after, like I said, the first 100 licks, I was like, what's going on here? It's like, I don't like it, but there's something keeping me in. And then I started to like it more. And the rating started going. I mean, you guys remember the whole night as we played game after game. I just started, like, I was like, you know what? This score is going up a little bit. Now, I don't know if I said this. The smell was weird, I will say. The smell was weird for the berry blast. Can't really explain it. It didn't match what the flavor was. It just had an odd smell. Now, even though this was the second best ring pop, collectively, these did not live up to the memories, but the more I was eating them, they started to come around a little bit. I don't know what it was. I guess it was just the the ring on my finger made me want to just keep eating it. I don't know. But the blue raspberry, I'll go into because that was the best. It wasn't the best at first. My first time I put it in my mouth, I was like really upset. I was like, what the hell is this? This is not the blue raspberry I love and know. But you know, like I said, I just kept occasionally licking it, and I was like, okay, something weird's happening. It grew on me, and it pulled through to be the best ring pop. So once blue raspberry usually is the best. That or lemon are usually the top flavors for me with a lot of things. So
I thought you meant lemon ring pop. I was like, they make a lemon ring pop.
That's a good
No,
idea.
I wish
should
they
do
did.
that.
That actually sounds not bad.
yeah, but don't get your hopes up, guys, because you did not like these.
Well, the berry
But I
blast
don't
one
blame
was
you.
my favorite.
That was your favorite?
Yeah, that one was the best. Even though I like just tried a little bit of it, but yeah, it was like the calmest flavor, and it was kind of good, but also not good. Like it was just the best out of all of them. You know, like I wouldn't have it again.
Like I thought you liked the watermelon the best. I thought that's the one you were gonna say.
No,
Because when you first ate it, I know when you first ate the watermelon, you were like, guys, this is the best one. Like, it was like a leap. It was like, by far, this is the best one. But that was before you had the berry blast.
Yeah, I think that one, like, all things considered, and its look considered, too, that one's the best one.
Yeah. Now, something that does bring these ring pops down is the sticky mess. And it bumps into things so much that you don't realize it, and it just creates so much stick. And it's just annoying.
Dude, does it bump into things so much because you had 6 of them to handle?
That very well could have been, but I remember I bumped it on Michelle's couch cushion, and I was like, I disrespected her wooden table.
Disrespected the wood. You did. Well, one of the main like draws to ring pop
Harry
is
David's gonna beat your ass.
Yeah. You don't have to like hold it while you're doing things. So you can have a lollipop and multitask. So it is annoying that it like bangs into things and just like leaves a residue behind of everything that it touches.
Yeah. But I will say, when I was wearing it, I was getting annoyed. That thing was getting in my way and preventing Like it was limiting my functionality with my fingers. I mean, we can go into ratings. I don't know if you guys rated all the ones you tasted individually.
I didn't. Do you want us to rate them all individually?
If we don't, I'll just average out my scores.
Okay, I went through and did like a real quick rating of each of them like just now. But I
I can do that. I didn't do that. So it's out of 9.4 for me, right? Each one?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Right.
I know we
Damn,
we
now-
like
now I have to
we go
change
back
mine.
and forth between like the 9.4 and the 94.
Yeah, do we want to just do it out of the birth years? Like a total?
Yeah,
Okay, let's just do that.
which just take the decimal out. That's
Yeah, it's essentially how that works.
Yeah, because I have mine without. Wait, are we doing it with the decimal or without?
I think without. So
Okay,
just
so
the total.
like
So
out of
just like the
97.
total. Yeah, just like the total score, I guess, of all of them.
Oh, okay.
Or do we want to do out of 94 for each of them, or out of
Oh.
the birth year for each of them?
I did them at each of them.
Okay, we could do that. No,
Yeah,
that's
same.
fine. That's fine.
In my head, I was like, you know what? I had all 6. I'm gonna rate all 6. I'm not gonna. I put myself through this. So I'm gonna rate each one.
Oh, so hold on, you're gonna make me do extra math. All right, and you did 6. How many did you have, Michelle?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Fuck.
I made Michelle taste all of them.
Okay.
I think so.
All right. Give me your scores.
Okay. My sour cherry is a whopping 0 out of 95.
Wow.
I cannot
Wow.
give something any kind of point if
That's-
I was like if the taste was like that.
That's crazy because I have a 0 out of 97 for that one as well.
Wow.
Excellent.
Disgusting.
It was gross. There's
Yeah.
nothing you can pull from that sour cherry ring pop. That was delightful.
Oh yeah, nothing. Yep, nothing.
Okay.
Even the presentation wasn't good. It was melted.
Terrible.
Oh, do you want me to score it?
Oh yeah. Yeah, what's yours?
Sour cherry. I'll do sour cherry as well. Out of 94. I don't know. I'm just gonna go down the middle. 47. Like it's that's straight the middle.
Wow.
You know, I got nothing for it.
That is higher than I ever imagined your score would be for a ring pop.
I nothing it. I nothing it. I don't dislike them. I don't like them. So, in my mind, you just take my 94, you just cut it in half. It's nothing.
Wow.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I thought you hated them. Like I thought you were
No,
disgusted by
That's
them.
not my thought. Like, no, I don't. No, my thought process is I didn't care. So it gets a 50. So it's like it's in half.
Wow, that's nice. That's nice for ring pops. Honestly, I was expecting like a 20.
Yeah.
I didn't dislike them, but I also didn't like them. So that's what I'm going with.
So I mean, I can give you my cherry score.
Okay.
My cherry is a 20 out of 95.
20 out of 95. Okay.
My cherry, I have a 5 out of 97.
I like it.
Thank you.
My cherry is a 47 out of 94. Again, nothing it. I don't care. It gets a half.
My strawberry moves up to a 38 out of 95.
Ooh.
Okay.
Okay, guys, I rated these all very low. I'm sorry.
No, keep
But-
going.
Yeah, we like it.
My strawberry is a 7 out of 97.
Oh man, single digits the whole way through.
I think I like
Yeah.
the strawberry a little bit more. I'm going 48 out of 94.
Nice.
Give it a little bump.
Watermelon, 40 out of 95.
Watermelon, 12 out of 97.
Excellent. I really thought you liked it more than that. Wow.
Yeah, I liked it more than the other ones.
I didn't like this one quite as more. I didn't nothing it quite as much. I kind of disliked it a little bit. So I'm going 46 out of 94.
All right, these are solid. These are all higher than ours so far.
I know. So that's all I have.
Okay,
Those are all mine.
we're gonna get into the bigger boys. The Twisted Berry Blast. I'm going a 55 out of 95.
Yes, this was my highest. I gave it a 17 out of 97.
All right.
Okay.
And the blue raspberry gets my highest score at a 58 out of 95.
Oof. Blue raspberry, 9 out of 97.
This is gonna be interesting.
Okay. So I'm gonna give us each like our total like averages, and then I'll do our total score all together. So just give me a second.
And most of my points, I feel, were from the look. Like, it's a cool, fun look. But I would actively avoid eating them again, ever.
The sick thing is I would have another one.
I know you would.
I absolutely would. Because the berry blast and the blue raspberry, they actually weren't gross to me. So, I could definitely eat those as a lollipop.
Yeah, I could see that. I think it's just because I just, like, don't love lollipops in general, and these are just, like, one of the worst versions of lollipops that made me really not like them.
Let me tell you, they're better than the chocolate Tootsie Pop.
Except
the sour cherry. Except the sour cherry.
I also kind of disagree because the Tootsie Pop you can just eat. The Ring Pop, that's a night. That's a whole evening planned out around your Ring Pop.
Listen, if I ever have a lollipop, it's never to eat it. It's to make it last and suck on it.
Okay. So do we want our total score first, or do we want individual averages first?
Individual averages.
Okay, so I gave it shockingly a 50%. Josh gave it a 37%. Michelle gave it a 9%.
Sounds about right.
The total average, I was a little more scientific and with 29.38% total average for Ring Pops. That's the official Millennial Milkshake score for Ring Pops. Rough day for Tops.
Yeah.
Rough day.
That's just I was rooting for Ring Pops, but they just didn't pull through, I guess.
Yeah.
I mean, clearly I like them the most.
Yeah, that shocks me. I thought Colin's score was going to be the lowest out of all three of us.
I didn't have an opinion on them, so I can't, in all honesty, give them like a negative score, but I also can't give them a positive score, so I was stuck. Like the Ring Pop got stuck on Michelle's coffee table.
I'm glad your score helped boost it to a 29 rather than, it could have been an 18.
Listen, I'm not going to fight anyone who wants to say you're wrong. Ring Pops are terrible. Sure.
And you know what? Overall, the Ring Pops was still, it was still fun. I don't know if, did you guys at least have fun with it?
I had fun. No opinion.
Yeah, this is the episode of Colin's no opinion. Really I don't know. They were nothing to me. They didn't even register to me, really. I had them. I was like, oh, I had them. Interesting. And then I moved on with my day.
Well, guys, if you liked what you heard tonight, please feel free to give us a 5-star rating on Apple Podcasts. And if you want to hear more, tune in every Tuesday for a new episode. And you can always follow us on Instagram and Facebook at Millennial Milkshake. And we also have a Twitter account at MilkBasedPod, as well as a Snapchat, MilkshakePod. You can always listen to us anywhere you can find podcasts, Apple, Spotify, YouTube, all that fun stuff. And you can also follow our personal social media accounts. Colin is on Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube at The Last Call, called spelled COL. Michelle, you can follow on Instagram at Michelle Thoughts the way you think. And you can follow myself on Instagram as well at Joshi_124, Joshi spelled with an IE. And thank you, Colin and Michelle, for joining me on the Ring Pop journey.
Thank you, Josh and Colin, for joining me.
Thank you, Michelle and Josh, for giving me a ring, ringing me up and bringing me down, and ring the ring. What if the ring was just about a ring pop?
That would be excellent.
Yeah. In 7 days.
You have to eat a ring pop. In 7 days, your ring pop will finally be eaten. guess we should tell them to stay creamy, huh?
Stay creamy, all.
Hey, creamy.